Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Kahala, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak, Dash. All right. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak, Dash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, to the Bayashat the house of David. All right, this is Ayashatad from Men of Valor Las Vegas camp. All right, and coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with a lesson. All right, and it's going to be called Nations Will Know. All right, nations will know. All right, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these scripts, Lord willing to be edifying unto the body. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah, and it's going to be chapter 28 and verse 23, and it reads, Give ye ear and hear my voice, hearken and hear my speech. All right, so Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is saying hearken, all right, and it's hearken unto the word, Salaki, the words that will be spoken, all right. That's not only for the Israelites, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, whose father line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, all right. Not only for you, you are the true biblical children of the Bible, all right. But he's saying, hearken, all right, and hear the speech, all right. Salakia. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou comest forth, Slakia, before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. All right? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai ordained Israelite men, all right, to be prophets, all right, unto the nation, unto the nations, all right? Not only the nation of Israel, all right, but to the nations, all right, because these nations have to receive their judgments, all right, and will receive the laws, statutes, and commandments after we are set in order, after the kingdom comes, all right. They will have to learn our ways, or they will comply, or they will die, all right. And that's thus saith the Bible, okay. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai ordained prophets, all right, to go out and to speak unto all these other nations as well. Let them know that they need to be in subjection, what they will need to do, all right. In times past when Israel used to rule, all right, the prophets used to go and speak to the kings, all right. So let's go to the book of Slakia, Isaiah. It's going to be the book of Isaiah, chapter 29. All right, chapter 29 in verse 15, and it reads, Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark. And they say, Who shall see us? And who knoweth us? All right? So woe unto them. Woe unto the Rothschilds. Woe unto the Gettys, the DuPonts. All right? The Oppenheimers. All right? Woe unto these other nations. Woe unto Russia, China. All right? All these other nations outside of the nation of Israel. All right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true Israel. All right? Yasharallah. Woe unto all of them. All right? For their crafty counsel. All right? If you go into the book of Psalms, chapter 83, woe unto all them. All right? And I'm not going to get it for time's sake and to stay on topic with this lesson. But woe unto all them. Verse 16, Surely thy turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. All right? Shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that make it, he made me not. All right. Shall the clay said that Yahweh, all right, being the potter, made him not. All right. Should it not do what he fashioned it to do? All right. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the potter, all right, controls everything. All right. Slakia. Continuing on. He made me not? Or shall the thing formed say of him that formed it, he have no understanding? All right. So shall Esau, Edom, and these other nations say Yahweh Bashem Yahushai doesn't know them? All right. Doesn't know what he created them to be and what their lot is? All right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai knows exactly where he placed those other nations. All right. And these other nations are not placed into being a chosen people of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Salakia. Got the hiccups. Not placed into being the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. So it's a woe unto all these other nations. This is book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 4. Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. All right. And we know that the wicked is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. But these other nations being confederate, all right, with Esau, Edom, forwarding the affliction to the nation of Israel. If your father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, right? These other nations, whether they be Chinese, whether they be Japanese, Hindu, Samoan, it doesn't matter. If they're outside of the nation of Israel, they help forward the affliction of Israel. All right? I'm going to read that again. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 4. Yahweh hath made all things for himself. All things. He made all these other nations. All right? And even the wicked for the day of evil. Right? Even the wicked. Even Esau, Edom. With their oppression and everything that they do unto the nation of Israel. He's made them for a purpose. All right? And that purpose is to show his power. All right? That purpose is to be the whipping stick. All right, for the nation of Israel. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and prove that right quick. Just because right here, this will be the book of Psalms. All right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 17 and verse 13. And it reads, Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right. So the wicked is Yahweh's sword. All right. The punishment for the nation of Israel for going off not following the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. So go over to the book of Romans. And I just wanted to prove that point, that the wicked are fit for the wicked are Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's sword, and he made them even for the day of evil. All right. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai made them in duality. All right. Because for every thing there, if there's a hot, there's a cold, there's water, there's ice. All right. There's night, there's day. There is duality. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai deals in duality. All right. But this is going to be the book of Romans, chapter 9. And I'm going to start at verse 20. And it reads, Salakia. Start at verse 20. And it reads, Nay, but no man who are thou that replieth against the power, shall the thing form say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? All right. Shall anything say to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, why have you made me? All right. Shall anyone, all right, and not know what he made it for? No. Verse 21, hath not the potter power over the clay? Does not Yahweh Bashem Yahushai have power over the clay? Does not the potter have power over the clay? All right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is using the parable. Does he not have the power over the clay to decide what he needs it to do? All right. Of the same lump, to make one vessel to honor and another unto dishonor. All right, so Yahweh Bashem Yahushai used the same lump of clay to make two vessels, one to honor and one to dishonor. All right, and you other nations, all right, chiefly Esau, Edom, all right, is vessels fit for destruction, fit for dishonor is Esau, Edom. All right, you are the vessel to dishonor. All right, but these other nations, for you joining in the affliction of the nation of Israel and being confederate, all right, you also are fit, all right, for the same punishment, as well as 2/3 of our own people, all right, and you can find that in the book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and verse 8. Verse 23, Salakia, verse 23, and that he might make known the riches of his glory and vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai had set his nation up to be the vessel to glory. All right, to show glory unto that vessel, to be his favorite. All right, and that's something that you other nations don't have. All right, and you can't get. It wasn't a covenant made with your forefathers. All right, this was a covenant given unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the seeds after him, his offspring. All right, so Laki, this lesson's a little all over the place. You know, Lord willing to be edifying unto the body. All right, it's just a little lesson that was on my spirit. And I got a couple more scripts, and I'm going to go ahead and close out. I'm going to go in the book of Jeremiah. Salaki, I had some mouth work done today. And Lord willing, I'm not slurring too much. This is the book of Jeremiah. It's going to be chapter 25. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25. And I'm going to start at verse 30. And it reads, therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, Yahweh shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. All right. So against all the inhabitants of the earth, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to show the power. All right. 2/3 of our own people are going to see. Everybody's going to see. But 2/3 of our own people will feel and see the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Knowing that second death, knowing death by pain. All right. You other heathen nations will see and will feel death by pain. Okay, continuing on to verse 31, and it reads, a noise shall come even to the end of the earth, for Yahweh hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword saith Yahweh. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to destroy, is going to kill, all right, is going to kill you wicked ass people. All right, your sunshines and rainbow doctrine and your false god, all right, who you call Jebus, is not coming. All right, Slakia. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. Coast of the earth. All right? That whirlwind, all right, is talking about chariots. All right? An actual a day of destruction, a day of evil. All right? What the world ignorantly calls UFOs or UAPs, all right? Shooting out laser beams. All right? This is going to happen, whether you care to hear it, forbear it, or not. All right? Verse 33. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25 and verse 33. And the slain of Yahweh shall be at that day from one end of the earth even until the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gather nor burden. They shall be dung upon the ground. All right? So you other nations, all right? And you 2/3 ass Jakes out there, all right? You 2/3 ass Jakes. You disobedient, disrespectful, high-minded ass Jakes. You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you will be destroyed, all right? By Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, whether it's in a car accident, whether it's by the sword, which is the modern day gun, or a physical sword, all right? Whether you get bit by a poisonous snake, all right? Whether you get impaled, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is coming to visit you, all right? I want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, to the Bayasha Double Dot. This is Ayah Shatad with Men of Valor, Las Vegas Camp. To the next time, I say Shalom.